I can't see what I'm doing with you in the way. What are you doing up here? At least you can say good morning to him. Okay, get out. Crazy dog. What are you doing back up here? I don't want none of your old nasty kisses. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you too, Miss Bree and Miss Chris. Rocky's aggravating the hell out of me this morning. He acts like he's something special or something. Hey, Cookie, happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. You're in my way. What are you doing up here? Huh? Nobody wants to look at your ugly mug. Get down. Ah, get down. Hey, Bill. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving, buddy. What are you doing? Yeah, they still want to eat. Crazy dog. Hello, Janice. Get out. Now stay down. Get out. Hey, Rango. Rocky. Mm-mm-mm. Don't give me that look. Where them toenail clippers at? Boy, he left them. How come another sleepless night, Janice? Oh, I forget this nighttime over there. I did something yesterday. It sort of freaked me out. Yeah, we guys. 4 days. Ain't no telling what kind of trouble you get into, Chris. But I was messing around doing something and I started whistling. I hadn't done that in a long time, and I was trying to think the last time I'd heard somebody just walking down the street whistling. That didn't used to be that uncommon. Yeah, a lot. What? Yeah, Rocky thought I got them toenail clippers. He left. He hates that. Trouble? Yeah. Are you a whistler, Bree? Oh, goodness. You know, it's just something you don't hear anymore much. I'm not going to ask where or how. I believe Bree's in a mood today. Bree, you got your in-laws cooking lunch for you? Mm-mm-mm. Well, I figured there had to be somebody sitting around taking it easy this morning like me. Can't believe we stayed on this thing last night for 2.5 hours. Just about, you just didn't say what kind of mood, huh? Brussels sprout. Last year I got to messing around and got to put some Brussels sprouts on the grill, and they turned out pretty good. I like that. That's one thing about Bree. If she screws up cooking, she's got plenty of critters around that can take care of the evidence. I like them every once in a while. Well, I guess that's good. I know you're tired of the rain. I like most vegetables, some better than others, but if anything's open, you can't beat bacon. Ooh, okay, Chris. You can't cook bacon wrong. Yep. Yeah, and that midget place I go eat every once in a while, they, I don't know how they slice that bacon that damn thin. You can read a newspaper to it. Yeah, bacon helps anything. I don't care what it is that you cook. Yeah, yeah, that place where the midgets were. That's still the most I've seen Cookie laugh in a long time. No, I was just talking about how thin they slice the bacon there. It midget bacon too. Hmm. You can leave the mushrooms out for me. I ain't too crazy about them. Just take it easy, Cookie. I don't want you laughing so hard that you get sick now. Yeah, I know you were. I was laughing at you as much as anything else. And it was just perfect because you were on screen. Yeah, funny how some things just hit you funny. Uh oh. Come the monster again. Uh oh. Hello, Mr. Badge. Arizona Kid. What do you want? What do you want? No, I don't want no kisses. Don't bug me. I'm gonna start bugging you. How's everything going, Mr. Badge? You looking so serious about it? You gonna treat? What? You gonna treat? Oh, you're a bad dog, aren't you? Good Lord. Yeah. Yeah, that dog would get a little bit excited. Hey, Ray, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Mr. Naj, Miss Naj. Anyway, Naj, hi. How you doing today, Naj? And happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, Willie had a special kind of humor. Oh, I'm doing great. That's neat, Badge. She's slaving over a hot stove, Badge. Poor little thing. Wow. You're getting it all done, aren't you not? Get a lot of friends on here. Me and Mike had some good conversations when he was up on screen. I didn't know he didn't like live. Yeah, he was in here pretty much just about every time I opened it up. I thought he yeah, I learned something today. I'm gonna be a smart ass old man before it's over with. Well, come on. Cookie, I thought I might get outside and try to sight one of them shoes in, but it's too wet and nasty out there right now. Yep, yep. You got them three on there at the same time. You got a screen full. Plenty monkey shines going on. I still wish they could have got their sister up there with them one time. Did you? What's the matter? Oh, hush, Chris. We don't even want to think about that white stuff. I guess it's getting to be time, though, isn't it? Mm. Uh-oh. That's not good. You pregnant? Getting morning sickness? Badge, hush. Ray, you gone? You have a good day too, man. My first wife, when she was pregnant, it just cracked me up. She'd sit down and start eating, and all of a sudden jump up and take off. And 5 minutes later, she'd be back in there eating again. Now, I couldn't have done that. I talked to my youngest daughter today, and she said her husband had that, uh, vertigo. Said he couldn't move his head without throwing up. Ooh, that's misery there now. Yeah, me too. Taking a break from what, Diane? Cooking. Oh, okay. I'll have to go get Rocky a bone or something for his Thanksgiving, I guess. That's right. Oh, Badge, how long did Willie stay on dialysis? Funny what triggers feelings, isn't it? What? You don't need up here. You know, people's tastes are so different. Uh, I should have been born 100 years ago. I could have crawled on a horse and picked a rifle up and took off and not seen anybody for 6 months, and it wouldn't have bothered me. I don't think. I think I would have enjoyed it. I'm right in your back pocket on that one, Cookie. And everybody's got different likes and dislikes on that kind of stuff. There's a guy on here on YouTube that I follow, and his tag is "I should have been born 100 years ago." And he'll just take a couple pack horses and riding a horse and take off and be gone for a month up in the mountains in Montana and Colorado and just camp and mess around. If it's hunting season, he'll hunt a little bit. I used to date a lady, and she felt that way about Chicago. She just loved Chicago. I guarantee you, she loved it. Get off my phone, dog. And get your tongue out of my ear. Rocky, you need to get down. I'm about tired of messing with you. Don't give me that solemn look. I don't feel sorry for you a bit. I'll tell you one thing I was surprised at, and that's how upper New York State has got some pretty country in it. What are you doing up here? You'll never get up here unless I open the room up. Hey, KT. I just don't like big towns. You mess dog. Me and you, Cookie. I think one of the prettiest. Hello, fairy dust. That's right. One of the prettiest days I've ever spent in my life, I guess. I went to a place I was deer hunting, and they had a pretty nice stand up there with a little heater in it. And it had snowed about 6 inches that night before. And that's unusual for Texas. And the next morning, I got up in that stand and sat there, and it got to snowing. And you could see them old deer. You could hear them coming, crunch, crunch, crunch. And the deer and the turkey and the squirrels and stuff, they didn't know what to do with that snow. They never had seen it before. And I stayed in that deer stand all that whole day. I didn't even go in for lunch. And it just beautiful. I never will forget that. Any of y'all remember them old machines that you put a penny in or nickel in or something, turned it, and it dumped you a handful of peanuts out? And then they used to sell peanuts in a little round tube, and they put money in there. There'd be a penny in it, or once in a while you get a quarter in one. Now the food people wouldn't let you do that on a bit. Hmm. Yeah, I drank that coffee last night. That was like what 2:30, but it didn't take me long to go to sleep. Hmm. Never heard of that, Janet. That's something new. Get out of here. My fly's back. Damn, I think he brought a buddy with him. Every time he gets cold, stupid flies get in here. I don't know where they're getting in at. Yeah, well, that was like our nickels and dimes and quarters. Silver dollars. I used to have a bunch of them. Yeah, it's gonna be the 4th of December. A pickle. No. Yeah, I got a little upset over that deal, Cookie. My dad had a pretty neat deal like that. He got me a silver dollar with a date on it from the time I was born till the time I was 21. Every year, that was a Christmas deal. Yeah, it delayed. I was not a happy camper about that. My kids had all arranged to take off work where they could be down here that day, and my oldest daughter was had rented a spot in the RV park where she could move her RV down here. All of a sudden, none of that stood up anymore. And if they'd let me know, it'd been all right. But if I hadn't called them, I guess I got the paperwork eventually. Yeah, I imagine I'll be off here for a few days on that. I don't know how long. They told me from 2 to 7 days in the hospital. So I don't know. Don't know what kind of schedule it was. And that's going to make Ironwood that much tighter. Hmm. That's something else. But anyway, I was a little upset about that. But anyway, maybe it was for the best. Yeah. Well, taking up for them a little bit, the surgeon I've got told me, he said, I do not want a nurse helping me. Said, my partner's a surgeon too, and said, I want him in there to help me on this thing. And he said, it may be hard to schedule us both, most 3 or 4 hours in surgery at the same time. But there ain't nothing you can do about it. There ain't no use worrying about it. And luckily, my kids transferred that stuff over and didn't hit any real big, you know, walls trying to do it. So, and they're all busy. Lord help. Yeah, Obamacare was supposed to take care of all that junk. And I hate to tell them, but that didn't work. Oh, I know there'll be nurses in there. He just said that with two of them working on me, they'd get it done hell of a lot faster and be less stress on me. I don't know. That's what he told me. When I was in Vietnam, I had one doctor named Bronny, and if he was doing surgery and I was loose at all, I had to be there. We just worked good together. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna. That surgeon said 6 weeks that I'd be in pretty good shape. I still couldn't pick up nothing real heavy, but that gives me 2 weeks to ironwood after that, and then if I go on quartzite, it's gonna take some major for me not to be there, Bill. I don't know how long I'll hang around quartzite, but y'all may you were talking about coming to Ironwood, weren't you? Yeah. My setup is going to be real easy, Diane, and just um, I'll find a van, but my deal's probably going to be a bed in the back and a porta potty, and I've got all kind of camping gear and just make a metal tent out of it. I think I could take 2 or 3 days and take a van and have it where I could set up where I could use it. It wouldn't be finished by a long shot. I could take the same gear that I take camping when I use the tent, throw it in the back of that van, and be fine. The one I looked at yesterday was a high top, and yeah, it's gonna be a bad. I'm sort of changing my deal up. I I bought this big trailer, and it's just like a 2 bedroom apartment, and I'm thinking about just going ahead and setting it up, and then buying a van where I can take weekend trips or a month or a couple months. Use the van for that, but I've got my spot leased year round here. That's it, very does. And I've got one of my cots is extra big. It's like 7 foot long and 40 something inches wide. It's bigger than a twin bed is. Hey, there's my girl. Oh, you coming? You gonna come in this week? Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Don't tell her I said that though. Well, I'm a lucky man to have kids like that and friends like I've got on here. So I I am giving thanks to that today. Okay, I was fixing to say, you done moved yours up and they done moved theirs back. And I'm so damn confused. I don't know where I'm at. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm who I am. And one thing about me, you get what you see is what you get. Mm-hmm. Hello, Mo Bank. Yeah. Sometimes I have to tell a tale about her name is Rhonda Darlene, her middle name, and I didn't know her mom had put Rhonda on there for about 2 months after she was born, and I always called her Darlene. And all the trouble that caused her in school, where they called her Rhonda in school and Darlene part of the time, and birth certificates wrong and all kind of crap. And I was innocent for a change. You too? That's the way of Darlene. She's always be Darlene to me. I see Rhonda and I got to start doing a double take. She knew if I said Rhonda Darlene, she was in trouble. And she didn't do that very often. You ever have that happen, Darlene? Oh, Oh, me. Well, that's Darlene's mom's name. She was telling me her oldest son was, when he went to school there, for one class he had, he made a name up, and he used that name with that teacher for the whole semester. What was the name, Darlene? Don't you know them kids were having a blast laughing at that? Some weird name. Funny what you remember about when you're growing up. Wow. Okay. Yeah. You think you're gonna eat that much, girl? You have a great day. I love you. That's cute, JT. Yeah. Yeah, they live, oh, I guess Darlene about 3 hours away, and Stacy's about an hour and a half, and my son's about 2 hours. So they all pretty close. There you go, girl. Lead a little bit for me. Yeah, I don't get in their business that way. Darlene and then them had put a RV hookup in on some land they bought, and that's another reason for that van. I just pull up there and hook up, and bug them until they run me off. That's fine. Yeah, and I tell you what, I gotta say that gotta brag on all three of my kids. They never got off in a dope or any of that. Never really gave me a hard time about anything. They were good kids. You got them scattered out, don't you? Fred does. You getting closer, Ranger? Oh, that boy had BB guns, and that that boy uh, killed his first deer, I think, when he was about with a bow, and he killed the first deer with a gun. He was 6 or 7, and shooting a 243, and then killed his first one with a bow when he was about 12. Nearly all my kinfolks live in Texas. Yeah, I have some friends of mine that kids got off on the dope stuff, and man, that's pitiful. We were bad about BB gun fights. I was wondering any of us got any eyeballs. I had 3 older uncles that worked in my grandfather's welding shop. Yeah, you never did do that, huh, Cookie? But they worked in that welding shop, and they were older than me. Well, them Benjamins, they made a pump where it was just one pump, and it cocked that gun. Them things shoot harder than them regular old Red Riders would. Well, one of my uncles got to thinking about it. He took that gun apart and got a valve spring off of some motor and put in that thing. And I couldn't cock it just by hand. I'd have to put the butt on the ground and get hold of the cocking lever and jump and put all my weight on it to cock it. But that damn thing would shoot like a 22 rifle. I killed many a squirrel and rattlesnake and rabbit with that thing. Rat. Yeah, it just never was my ball game, O'Bane. That was one thing about Vietnam. That stuff was everywhere over there. Yep. Cookie, you ever watch 22 Plankster? Did you see that deal where he put that trigger on that 1022, made it go full automatic? Well, I'm a control freak. I don't like to be even drinking alcohol. I never wanted it. When I got where I could start feeling it, it was time for me to back off on it. That was wild, wasn't it, Cookie? The first Ruger I had was a Ruger Mark One, and I used to shoot that thing anywhere from 500 to 1,000 rounds a week. And I did that for several years, and I finally wore something down on it. But if you were pointing that pistol up and pull the trigger, it'd go full auto. I sent it back to Ruger, and yeah, I sent it back to Ruger, and they said we'll send you another pistol. So this pistol just wore out, and I said, well, no, I want that same pistol back. I like to be in control of me. I don't particularly care about other people, but me, yeah, I want to be in control of that. That's not a bad thing. Did they take him off the air or something, Cookie? They said something on there about the trouble in the comments about the trouble he had had with YouTube. No, they didn't. They fixed it all back up. I still got that pistol. kill many a bullfrog with that thing. That's the first time I'd seen him on anything. I knew he got hooked up with some of the trick shooters for a while, and I didn't see him much after that. I never have wanted a full automatic. Damn fly. Uh, Too damn much trouble to load the clips. We can make a good gun. I like to watch him. Well, they took old Hickok 45 down for a while. Yeah, I ain't gonna go to counting. Well, Miss Janice, I hope you have a good day and a good night. Get you some sleep. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah. All right, KT. You gonna make out like a bandit. Didn't even have to cook it. That's my trouble. I like them all. I got to thinking the other day, that little uh, that circuit judge, that rifle, that 45 long Colt, and that 410 cylinder, not cylinder, you load 410s in it. That that's probably the best survival gun they're out there, I guess. You could have a shotgun and a rifle both. Tell you what, some of these have got expensive. Woo! I've been just sitting on my hands to keep from ordering a couple. That SIG's a good gun. Yeah, it's probably at least twice that now, Mobang. Yeah, you'd take that for that, wouldn't you? Cookie quick. Oh, KT. Sorry, I thought you were talking about buying Mobang pistol. Yeah, I need to sell a bunch of mine, and but it's just hard to turn loose of them. Golly, you got an M1 carbine too, Mobang? That Garand is hard to come by. Hello, Bear. Yeah, it is that. That was the only good thing about when I went overseas. We were still using M14s, and when the 16s come out, they felt like a toy. They were so light. Boy, you talk about something got a price on one on that Garand, they get some money for that thing. I need to look at my carbine and see who that thing was made by. Some of them carbines are worth a lot of money. It old Mr. Carroll. I think they're hiring that now. That carbine I've got, you are completely 100% right, Cookie. I hated them things. Well, the carbine I got, NRA used to have a deal where you could buy surplus military weapons, and my dad bought this thing. He gave $25 for it. It had never been fired. You're made by Chrysler. I need to look at mine and see. But he got $25 for it. That right now that carbine, well, it's made by Chrysler. That thing worth over $2,000. It's a sweet shooting little gun. Yeah, they sort of frown on that now. Well, folks, it's about dinner time. Folks need to go eat and get their stuff ready, and they. I'm gonna get off here. I may come on later on this afternoon, see who all still around that's asleep, not taking a nap. But I wish all y'all the best Thanksgiving that you ever had. We will see y'all later.